We are going to go through a couple more. Let's go through two more counties that we've been to. Let's go to Iredell. Iredell is right here, this long burnt orange one. All right. Now, Iredell, the population area, the population is, well, let's go to the land area. The land area is 573 square miles. 573 square miles. It's almost 574 square miles, but at any rate, population in 2019, it was 181,806. That's 181,806. It was formed by the division of Rowan County in 1788. The area was originally inhabited by Cherokee and Catawba Indians. It was named for James Iredell. James Iredell, North Carolina Attorney General during the Revolution and delegate to the U.S. Constitutional Convention, who was later appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court by none other than President George Washington. Lake Norman, the largest man-made lake in the state, in terms of surface area, has 520 miles of shoreline within Iredell County. That's something I didn't know. I didn't realize that Lake Norman was a man-made lake, but it's the largest man-made lake in the state of North Carolina. Scottish, Irish, and German immigrants, again, seeking good soil, game, and proximity to fresh water, had settled the area of modern-day Iredell County by 1753. Fort Dobbs, you guys, some of you that's been following us ought to recognize that name. Fort Dobbs, named after Governor Arthur Dobbs, was erected as a defense facility during the French and Indian War, which was 1754 to 1763. Today, it is a North Carolina State Historic Site. And we went through that last week, or last time.
It was last week. Last week
This time. And so, all right, let's
do Catawba. It's right beside Iredell.
Catawba County, right here. Right here. That's going to be Catawba County. Let's look at some facts on it. The area, as far as square miles, is 413. 413 square miles. Population in 2019 was 159,551. 159,551. That was in 2019. It was formed in 1842 from Lincoln County. The county was named for the Catawba Indians, who once inhabited the land. After the Catawba, other early inhabitants included German, Swiss, and Scottish Irish settlers. We're seeing that German, Scottish, Irish settlers. So it's going to be a reoccurring thing you'll see. Catawba County, in particular, Hickory, has been an important furniture manufacturing region for decades. Other manufacturers include textiles, gloves, cables, and telecommunications equipment. County agricultural products include corn, soybean, barley, livestock feed, swine, poultry, and both beef and dairy cattle. Catawba County was part of the short but lucrative North Carolina gold rush of the mid-1800s. Catawba County has a host of historic landmarks, including the Hickory Motor Speedway and the Bunker Hill Covered Bridge. And so we stayed at the Cracker Barrel and hiked one of the Carolina Thread Trails when we stayed in Catawba County.
And the Bunker Hill Covered Bridge is the reason why we're hiking the Carolina Thread Trails.
That's right. When we first hiked the Bunker Hill Covered Bridge, we went, well, actually, when we just went to it, we saw, that's when we first was introduced to the Carolina Thread Trail. And so if you'll notice in the openings of the Carolina Thread Trails, you'll hear me mention that. And so it's really kind of wild, you know, just like, again, in and of our own state, guys. I mean, Sandra and I have, when we started really researching a lot of these counties and really what's in our own state, we came to the conclusion that there is enough things to do just in North Carolina to keep us busy for the rest of our lives.
Yes.
We don't have to go anywhere. There is enough.
It also goes to show that if you see something on this interstate, a point of interest, pull over. Just pull over. You never know where it might lead you to.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, that's how we found all types of stuff. I mean, we've found some really bizarre things just by pulling off the beaten path and checking out some of this stuff. And so we went to the Bunker Hill Covered Bridge, which is only two. There's only two in North Carolina.
We've been to both of them.
We got the Pisgah.
The Pisgah and the
Bunker Hill. The Pisgah Covered Bridge and the Bunker Hill Covered Bridge. Now, those of you in Rowan County, look up the Pisgah Covered Bridge. It's in the area of the Uwharrie National Forest is where it's at. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that till we went to it. And so, but at any rate, guys, we will stop right there. We're fixing to ride over to the Cracker Barrel, and hopefully we can get ourselves a nice, good spot to park and cozy on down. And what we'll do is we'll pick it up from there, all right? Take care.